I like to take the stories of my people and translate it into a three-dimensional art piece, and I can use anything that I want to make it out of. If I want to tell a story about a woman who was a healer, I'll use a doctor's bag purse from the 50s. If I want to tell a story about photographs of people, I'll use an old camera. If I want to tell a story dealing with one of my grandchildren, I can make a mobile out of things. So I associate the item that I'm making with the story also. So it's not just the design that I put on the piece, it is the actual piece that goes along with it. I had received this little bag that I bought because it's from the 30s or 40s. It's very small, but it's in the shape of a stop sign. And for me, I thought, what needs to stop? And it was a red bag, which was very, stop. We've got to stop something. Well, we've got to stop that so many of our women, children, men also, not just, missing and murdered Indigenous women, it's missing and murdered Indigenous people who we don't know what has happened to them. We see them one day and the next day they're no longer here. We don't know what's happened. Or those that have had a tragic end and have passed on. But we don't know what happened to them. So I thought, how am I going to relay such a horrible thing that's happening in a way that people want to look at it? When I said before, people, those anger and those things, people don't want to look at that. So I said, I need to make it beautiful. I have to make something beautiful that still conveys the message, that still has people asking, what does it mean and why? And at that time, it was really being brought forth, the missing and murdered. It was being talked about on television, on the news media, and I thought that was a great time to bring the subject up in my art. So I made a beautiful bag with women. They might be laying down and their hair might be across their face, or they might be kneeling as if they're missing. Maybe they're lost, so they're praying and hoping to return to their family, or they're no longer able to be with their family. And I brought it even to where they have a red line, which is a spirit line that goes up to a turtle on the top, which is Turtle Island, because it's not just the Miamia or the Ojibwe or the Potawatomi. It could be the people in Mexico. It could be the people in Canada. It's people all over Turtle Island that are experiencing this. So it brings their connection all the way to Turtle Island. And then, but it also on one side has the tree of life. And there's these orbs, these life orbs on this tree of life, and some of them are floating away. But they're very pretty. They're round and colorful, and they're floating away. And those are the ones that have left this plane, or where we're at today, our consciousness. They've left us and have moved on to the rest of their journey. But people ask me, what is happening here? What is this about? Because it's pretty, it's colorful, and it does say something. But it has to be asked first in order to be heard. And so that's why sometimes your piece can go speak to people right away. They know exactly what you're trying to say. And then at other times they look at it and are thinking, what does it say? So they need to ask me. And then I can tell that story and I can talk about what's going on with people who might not have understood. So it's an educational experience.